solidarity is going to be absolutely essential here, because this project, right, core to actually what the Trump administration is engaged in, is an effort to splinter us, right? Is an effort to drive us apart, is an effort for us to point fingers at each other. I'll just give you another example, right, which I think helps to tell the story of what's happening here from a different area of law and from a different agency. The Federal Trade Commission announced a few days ago that it is engaging in a conversation now about whether federal competition and consumer protection law can be used to go after the problem of gender affirming care, right? At the same time that the Federal Trade Commission is dropping cases against mega corporations that are hurting small business, at the same time that they seem unwilling to move forward in investigation into whether companies are charging us more or paying us less based on private information about each of us, like our browsing history online. They would rather, as opposed to doing that work, as opposed to doing the work of taking on corporate power and abuse, they would rather figure out a way to use their jurisdiction to bully trans kids, right? That is fundamentally also what the Trump administration's immigration enforcement project is about too. They want us to blame immigrants because they are deeply concerned, right, that if we stand together in solidarity, right, that we will actually be able to take on the concentrated power and wealth that is making all of our lives harder. And that's why I think that the outpouring of solidarity that we're seeing right now is so exceptionally important. Looking at LA, like some of the protests that we've seen in LA, sure, a lot of them have been organized protests. Many of them have sprouted out organically from workplace raids, right? Like, how powerful is that, right? So the Trump administration is saying we are going to target workplaces, which terrifies people, again, which allows them to maintain an exploitable working class in service of corporate profits. When those workplace raids are happening, regular people who are there, just they are seeing it. They're engaging, right? They're saying like, no, we're not going to put up with this. And that's